kind of seems a little crazy down on Earth. I feel like we kind of need someone like on the inside to fill us in on what's actually going on, or someone who's trying to be on the inside, or someone who's close to the inside. I don't know.
How about someone who's on the outside of the inside, I think.
That sounds good.
Not too inside, because then, they're corrupted.
No, someone who's not establishment, but who knows what's going on. Let's go with that.
I got just the person, Spornak. He's giving Nancy Pelosi a run for her money and her stocks and various bond portfolios. Calling Shoykat Chakrabarty.
Hello, welcome to Alien Super Show.
Hello, thanks for having me. I've always wanted to be on a spaceship, but I don't really like the spaceship people these days.
Yeah.
Elon Musk is kind of on the outside.
Okay, look, it's complicated. Okay, we don't claim him.
Good. I'm glad. You're different aliens. You're not one of the Elon aliens.
No,
all right?
No.
We don't blow up over Florida, so that's...
Not lately.
Yeah.
How's the race been going? How have things been?
The race has been going well. Things down here on Earth, could be better. I think we've seen some better days.
Sure.
But yeah, the race is going incredibly well. And, it's the silver lining, I guess, because it's going well largely because people are really frustrated with how everything else is going. People are looking for something new. And people are really frustrated with how the Democrats are reacting in this moment.
No,
you guys disagree? I thought this would be a very controversial thing to say on this show.
They're fighting the good performative fight.
Yes, they're fighting every day.
They're demanding meetings and writing strongly worded letters every single day. And it's a lot of work. They don't have an auto pen.
Oh, that's a lot of ink. Their hands are cramping.
The other day we went out door knocking, and there was a woman who was 95 years old who came down the stairway and
so she's ready to run for president.
But yeah, she was just like, look, we need new people to be running.
Yeah.
Like, I should not be running for Congress. It was very self-aware of her.
Are you good with old ladies and old men? Like, do they love you? Do they find you charming?
If you're not, you can admit it here.
Because it seems, look, I just think you seem like the type of guy who, like, an old lady is like, he's such a nice boy.
Yeah, I mean, I will say I do pretty well with
You clean up.
I mean, I grew up going to like Indian dinner parties, and the old Indian aunties would, of course, like squeeze my cheeks and love me. And I had all the perfect, like, classical Indian music. I don't know how much that's going to work in a congressional race necessarily.
Wait, should we get into this embargoed poll news?
Yes.
Yeah, we ran a poll, and it's pretty exciting. So the main thing that we learned from this poll is that when we tell people a positive version of just my bio, like just who I am, not even the messages, not even like the policies, which are all very popular. And we tell people a positive version of Pelosi. That's really important, right? We're not saying anything negative about her. We're saying she's like the best speaker of the House ever, got a Medal of Honor, all this stuff. We win by 6 points. And that's really wild. And, some other stuff from the poll that we learned, I think it's like 80%, over 80% of the district say it's time for a new generation of Democratic leaders, and then when you actually pull the policies, things like a wealth tax, I call for a 2% wealth tax on assets over $50 million, 83% support, right? Mm-hmm. Things like political corruption is like over 70% support. So it's
Wait, that should be way closer to 100. I feel like there's people.
I want political corruption.
How is the margin that big?
I mean, I'm talking about like banning trading of stocks in Congress, banning the revolving door between Congress and the lobbying industry. But yes,
I know that we said in our pre-interview that we wouldn't fact check you, but you did say Nancy Pelosi had a Medal of Honor. There is no way Nancy Pelosi has a Medal of Honor.
Joe Biden gave Nancy Pelosi a presidential Medal of Freedom.
Medal of Freedom. Okay, we got him, guys. We got his ass. When you get a briefing from your staff on the news, what are some of the things that you're like, pass? I just don't want to hear about this.
I mean, honestly, these days, it's the stuff that Trump's saying to a large extent. Like, he'll be like, yeah, Trump made a Oval Office proclamation about Tylenol. And I'll be like, okay, I don't know if I need to comment on that.
Well, we're going to today.
Gleep, pull up the clip of Donald Trump talking about Tylenol.
Literally the first clip.
Oh, I'm good. Okay, well, here we go.
Holy shit, could not have picked a better example of something you don't want to listen to.
That's a perfect segue.
Effective immediately, the FDA will be notifying physicians that the use of well, let's see how we say that.
Sound it out.
Acetaminophen.
Can you hear RFK in the background?
Yeah.
Just like whispering.
It actually doesn't help when RFK tries to help you pronounce something. It makes it much worse.
I get it. I wake up sometimes, I can't read or see straight. You know what really helps with that? Some acetaminophen.
Yeah, maybe he's having a migraine right now.
Does it work for strokes?
Acetaminophen. Is that okay?
Hooked on Phonics worked for me.
Everyone looking over being like, yes, sir.
Very good.
They're like scribbling on the bottle to remake how it's spelled based on how he sounded it out.
You got it right.
A said oh man fan.
Yeah, I said a minute. Yeah, that's right. That's right, Mr. President.
Set of peanut M&Ms.
Don't take Tylenol. Nothing bad can happen. It can only good happen.
It can only good happen.
I can has cheeseburger.
If life gives you lemon, drink lemon.
I will say, I ran this group Justice Democrats back in 2018. We were trying to recruit people to run for office, and it was so hard for us to get anyone to agree to run until Trump got elected. And then they watch videos like this, and then there's like this overwhelming waterfall of people who's like, oh yeah, definitely I can run for office.
What's the downside? It can only good happen.
Tonight.
All I got from the United Nations was an escalator that on the way up stopped right in the middle.
Daddy does the UN.
Debbie does the UN.
God.
Debbie does Dallas. Is that the parody? He's insinuating Trump had sex with everyone at the UN.
Let's ask our congressional candidate. What do you think about that?
Let's make some news tonight.
Yeah.
Not today, Gleep.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Smart. Good move.
Not today.
Daddy's not happy. He came to the UN today, and it was a total mess.
Daddy hurt Jesse.
Does he always do this daddy thing?
He's done it a few times.
Yeah, this is the most I've seen him do it.
This is maybe an inappropriate thing for a congressional candidate to talk about, but remember the whole cuck thing in 2016?
Yeah.
All of MAGA would be calling liberals cucks.
Beta cucks.
And then they kind of stop. But this is that. This is them doing it to themselves. This is very strange.
Yes, it is a self-cucking. But it's done in a way, I think they're doing it in a way that's like the libs think that we love daddy, so we'll prove them wrong by calling him daddy. Like, it doesn't really...
They got us.
Doesn't really work.
They got it. Oh, they got us there.
Yeah.
They got me.
Trump and Melania were riding it up, and it just stopped. The First Lady lost her balance a bit, but steadied herself, thankfully. She could have been hurt.
She's fine. What the hell are you talking about?
It's also the way it's like a play-by-play, like we're watching a football game
Yeah.
of two people walking up stairs.
Yeah.
And then
It's like that Mitch Hedberg joke, an escalator can never break, it can only become a GOP conspiracy theory.
And if we find that these were UN staffers who were purposefully trying to trip up, literally trip up.
It was right stare.
She figured that one out while she was saying it and was so proud of herself for it.
I have ended 7 unendable wars. They said they were unendable.
I dreamed the impossible dream.
Everyone says that I should get the Nobel Peace Prize for each one of these achievements.
All of you are saying that, right?
all of us.
Everyone in this room.
Everyone who's ever lived.
But for me, the real prize will be the sons and daughters who live to grow up.
A smile on the face of a child is all the reward I need, so long as they're handing me the Nobel Peace Prize.
And you know what? A couple of Emmys would be nice too.
I actually I tried to look this up because I saw this and I was like, what is he even talking about?
Oh, yeah.
And it was stuff like he has ended all tension between India and Pakistan.
Yes!
I hate to break it to you.
This is one of my favorite things. One of them is Congo and Rwanda, and then it's like Azerbaijan and Armenia.
Which he
It's
couldn't
like-
even say the other day.
Yeah, he couldn't even get the country right. It's like, okay, you kind of just Googled conflicts within countries and then sent out a statement about one of them. It was like, I guess we stopped it.
Right, I haven't heard about it since then. So.
I stopped the Moravian invasion of Jaranpur.
The president making a pretty remarkable statement. Attorney General saying, I reviewed over 30 statements and posts saying essentially the same old story as last time.
This truth could have been an email.
But did he just actually mean to send a text message to Pam and just?
I don't think Trump knows how to DM.
That's the theory of the universe. That's amazing. You're totally right.
Well, does Truth Social even have a DM?
Function? Oh, you know what? I don't know.
You don't all truth every day?
None of us knows.
It's that or Signal Chat, and then you get the reporters involved.
Breaking news. Former FBI Director James Comey has been indicted on 2 criminal counts.
Comey should be looked at. I mean, we just got to look at the 86 comment.
With shells on a beach. Wait until they see his dump Trump in macaroni glued to construction paper.
Gavin Newsom signing a new stupid bill banning law enforcement and ICE from wearing face masks.
I don't wear a mask because I don't care. I'm the borders are. Come at me.
Perhaps Homan, though, should wear a mask.
Any agent of the state should not be in masks. Like, this is literally what you do in a dictatorial fascist state.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's absolutely wild. And Homan up there just like doing this tough guy Hulk Hogan thing.
Come at me, brother.
And I mean, one other thing I just read about yesterday, like they somehow lost released the names of, I think, around 1,000 detainees at Alligator Alcatraz.
That is so alarming.
It's not alarming if you're thinking that this is the point from the start.
There's also something very disconcerting about how, like, everyone rallied for Kimmel when he was kicked off the air, basically, and that's great, but people don't rally in the same way to something like this because it feels like another data point in a long story.
I've got a bit of a theory about that, about like how they keep going about this, because they keep doing these really splashy shows of authoritarianism, and there'll be this big backlash. Because there was like a bit of a rally when, they put Kilmar Abrego Garcia and CCOT. Y'all remember that? And he was, deported to El Salvador. Chris Van Hollen went there, and the Democrats actually pushed back on it. And, Kilmar Abrego Garcia came back. And then a few months later, Kilmar Abrego Garcia is about to get deported again, right? And this time there's no follow-up, there's no media.
Right.
Same thing happened with, Mahmoud Khalil. Like, he got detained. There was backlash. He got out, and now he's about to get deported to Algeria, Syria. There's no media follow-up. Trump did was the tariffs, right? He announces the tariffs.
Right.
Markets tank. But then he goes back, and then he just keeps doing it. He's like inoculating the response. He's inoculating like the markets.
I'm loving this theory.
They can do this sort of authoritarianism without any consequence, and that's what I think is going to happen with Kimmel. I think Kimmel coming back on air, it gives us the resistance, our victory. The media is like, all right, case closed.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, in a couple of weeks, in another month, they're going to take another talk show host or a podcast host, and they're going to take somebody off air.
Wow.
But by that point, it's not news, and there's not going to be the same reaction.
It's almost like those initial things are like the vaccine that they give us.
It's the Operation Warp Speed for fascism.
Yes.
Those are the vaccines, yeah. And then
that's such a good theory. That's such a good analysis. I have not heard anyone describe it that way, and I completely agree.
I want to give you a chance to address this article that said you took $50,000 in cash in a bag from an undercover FBI agent to help them win government contracts.
I did nothing criminal. I did nothing illegal.
I just took the bag of cash, but I didn't follow through.
It was a gift.
It's crazy that he doesn't just say I didn't do it.
Because he knows there's probably video of him taking the bag of cash.
Yes.
Whenever you hear these like cases of corruption, the baffling thing is just like how dumb it is, right? Like
how dumb.
It's like, wouldn't you be a little careful here? Just
Not only did I sacrifice my family sacrifices. I mean, I haven't lived with my wife in months.
I'm jerking to lingerie ads in an old Penny's catalog.
Let's get to the hottest star in Democratic politics right now.
Rising star for a new generation.
Imploding supernova.
If nothing changes, are you going to vote no and urge your Democratic colleagues to vote no, which will end with the shutdown?
Look, we hope it doesn't come to that.
But what if it does?
Don't you remember, Dana, the audacity of hope? That's what I'm doing. Hope is a verb.
I will say, I hate trying to comment on people's appearances, but I do like that he put his glasses back up. Like something
it took him long enough.
Chuck, like really the glasses thing is like not working in this moment.
I almost didn't recognize them.
Are those the new Meta glasses?
Schumer's wearing AR glasses that make reality seem like it's 2012 and everyone wants to negotiate with him.
I'm just confirming here, you will vote no. Is that correct?
We are hoping, Dana, that he will negotiate with us.
And if he doesn't?
So far, he hasn't.
Well, I feel better knowing that.
That sounded like a yes, but you can confirm that, and then I want to move on. Is that accurate?
Why is it so hard?
I
Why
know.
is it so hard
Just
for these
say
people
it.
to say one thing? To be like, here's my position, and it's what I believe. Is that so hard? God!
And that's the thing is like he is kind of stating a position. It's like worse to just be doing this roundabout thing. People see this stuff and they're just like, I don't know what to believe. You just seem untrustworthy.
The bottom line is we must
increase our bust.
We must get a better build.
Even Dana Bash be like, okay, yeah, I got it.
When you watch coverage of like Chuck Schumer and these interviews, are you thinking like what you would do differently?
Yeah, and it's not just the coverage, right? It's also like what I would be doing differently as a member, because I think there's a role for members right now to be organizing civil society. Like when Trump's coming after law firms or universities and now, media companies, all these companies, they fall apart when it's just these attacks one at a time. I think legislators have to actually go out, call the CEOs, start organizing them as collective blocks to try to oppose, right? That's our real bulwark against authoritarianism.
Yeah.
I think you got to be out there on the front lines when, ICE is picking up people off the streets. You have a role as a person with power to confront them, and you can actually get them out. Like Karen Bass did that in LA.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of like, be fleet-footed, actually respond in the moment. There's moments constantly where Democrats could be using the tools.
And when those Democrats do it, they go viral for good reasons.
Leader Schumer and I sent a letter laying out our position very clearly. He agreed to that meeting. We were prepared to go into that meeting, and I'm just not clear why Donald Trump is backing away from that fight.
Like, after everything Trump has done, Hakeem Jeffries thinks that the thing that will actually turn the American people is the unfairness of agreeing to a meeting and then canceling last minute. Like, that will be,
He RSVP'd, yes!
And then he did too. What?
This isn't normal.
In the Democratic Party, we all show up to our meetings on time.
We saw from the Tylenol thing that Trump can't really read, so it's like, why are we sending him letters?
To the Honorable Mr. Trump.
You've been asked numerous times if you will endorse Zohran Mamdani.
We had a good meeting 2 weeks ago, a very long meeting with a lot of serious questions, and all I can tell you is I'm going to continue talking to him.
What's the holdup?
Dana, I only endorse after the third date.
I got to continue talking to him, and that's what I'm going to do.
Is part of the calculus that if you endorse a Democratic socialist, you're worried it will be damaging to your party, maybe even your chances of winning back the Senate?
I'm going to continue talking to him.
You can see like the wheels spinning in the back of his head is like, what are my donors gonna, like, who's the guy who's gonna text me angrily if I say the wrong thing right now? They don't realize how much damage they're doing to the party.
Oh my God, I know.
Like, it's this
so much.
simple thing, right, of endorsing the Democratic candidate for mayor in New York. And they think it's not a big deal. But come 2028, when they're going to be asking for the party to unify around whoever's president, they're not going to be able to. Like, this is fracturing the party.
I want to make that decision on an individual basis, consulting with other members of the congressional delegation and beyond here in New York, and then make the decision on timing. And it's a decision that's coming sooner rather than later.
He's talking about endorsing his own party's candidate the way I talk about if I'm going to trade wheat for sheep in Catan. Like, I'm like, well, when the time is right, I can give you 3, but I have to wait for the port to hit on a 7.
When can we expect it?
Well, sooner rather than later.
That's like the Democrats' version of Trump's 2 weeks.
Like, I do think like they've all got to get replaced, right? Like that's ultimately what it comes down to, because it's just they're so dead in the water. It's absolutely crazy, and they don't want to get bit. Like, we're giving them layups, you know? Like Zoran's like, here we go, and they're just like, no, we'd rather just.
I agree with Shakat that they all need to be replaced, and I think Shakat has given us so many great theories in this episode, but this one about replacing them is the greatest. I think.
Great replacement. In theory?
In theory, this replacement would be great.
Well, on that.
You heard it right here. Great replacements happen.
Yeah. Big proponent of the great replacement theory.
I'm going to end up on Jesse Waters after this.
I know.
Daddy's new friend.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you so much. I never thought an alien abduction would be so enjoyable and fun.
We normally ask anybody like what's going on in their universe. I feel like we kind of know you're running for Congress in San Francisco, but anything you want to tell us about?
Yeah, so I'm running for Congress in San Francisco against Nancy Pelosi, and we're doing canvases every Saturday. So if you live in the Bay Area, we've been getting like 50 people at each of these, and they're really fun. That's our main thing that we're trying to build out, is this massive door knocking campaign. And we now know, because of that poll, that if we actually talk to all the voters in San Francisco, we're going to win, right? So we just have to get the message out. But the other piece of it is, definitely go to my website. Any donation, if you don't live in the city or in the Bay Area, always helps. It helps us get the message out. But if you do live here, I'm doing a rally on October 8th. Sign up for that. It's going to be huge. It's going to be really fun. And I'd love to meet you all. The big part of this campaign is like trying to meet voters. I have to go around all the gatekeepers. I'm not trying to do endorsements. I'm just trying to talk to voters directly, right? And so as many of you as I can meet, that's the way we win.
Fantastic.
Sounds fun.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me.
And